Picture this for a second. Two people walk into a room. One of them is loud, emotional, constantly trying to prove something. The other barely says a word, calm face, steady eyes, no reaction. And somehow, everyone feels the second person has more power. Why? Because the most dangerous person is never the loudest one. It's the calm one. The person who can stay controlled while everyone else loses themselves emotionally. The person who doesn't panic under pressure. The person who doesn't need attention to feel important. And in today's world, that kind of person is rare, because most people are emotionally controlled by everything around them. A notification changes their mood. A comment ruins their confidence. A bad day destroys their motivation. One rejection makes them doubt their entire future. But calm people, they operate differently. They don't react immediately. They observe first, think second, act last. And that alone gives them an advantage over almost everyone. You see, people often confuse calmness with weakness, but real calmness is not weakness. It's restrained power. Anybody can scream when angry. Anybody can break under stress. Anybody can react emotionally. But staying composed when life gets difficult, that takes strength. Think about elite athletes. In the final seconds of a championship game, the crowd is screaming, pressure is everywhere, millions are watching. But the best players look calm. Why? Because panic destroys precision. The same thing happens in real life. The calm student performs better in exams. The calm businessman makes better decisions during crisis. The calm leader keeps people stable during chaos, because emotions are expensive. The moment emotions control you, your judgment weakens. And social media has made this even worse. People today react to everything. They react before understanding. They argue before thinking. They speak before listening. Everyone is overstimulated. That's why calmness has become a superpower. A calm person can think clearly in a world full of noise. And honestly, most people never realize how dangerous emotional control really is. Because when someone controls their emotions, they control their actions. And when someone controls their actions consistently, their life changes. Look at someone who goes to the gym consistently. At first, it looks physical, but the real transformation is mental. They're training themselves to stay disciplined even when they don't feel like it. That's calm power, the ability to act without emotional drama. And the scary part is, most successful people aren't constantly motivated. They're just emotionally stable enough to keep going. That's it. People imagine successful individuals waking up every morning feeling inspired and unstoppable. But in reality, many of them simply learned not to obey every emotion they feel. They work when tired. They stay patient when results are slow. They remain focused while others get distracted. Meanwhile, emotional people live in cycles. One day they feel unstoppable. The next day they disappear completely because they depend on emotion to create action. Calm people depend on systems. That's why they become powerful over time. And here's something nobody talks about. Calmness also changes how people see you. When you don't react emotionally to insults, people respect you more. When you stay composed during conflict, people trust you more. When you speak slowly and clearly, people listen more carefully, because emotional control creates presence. Have you ever noticed that the quietest person in the room sometimes feels the most intimidating, not because they're aggressive, but because they look impossible to manipulate emotionally? That energy is powerful, because the world is used to emotional reactions. It's used to anger, impulse, over-explaining, seeking validation. So when someone stays grounded under pressure, they stand out instantly. And this doesn't mean becoming emotionless. That's not the goal. The goal is emotional mastery, feeling emotions without being controlled by them. There's a huge difference. A calm person still feels stress, still feels fear, still feels pain. They've just trained themselves not to collapse every time life becomes uncomfortable. And honestly, This might be one of the most important skills you can build, because life will test you constantly. People will disrespect you. Plans will fail. You'll lose opportunities. You'll experience heartache, confusion, pressure. The question is not whether problems will come. The question is, can you remain steady when they do? Because your future is often decided in emotional moments. One angry decision can destroy years of progress. One impulsive reaction can ruin relationships. One emotional breakdown can make you quit too early. That's why calmness is dangerous. It protects you from yourself. And maybe that's the real battle in life. Not fighting other people, but learning how to control your own mind when things become difficult. Because once you master that, very little can control you anymore. So, start practicing it. Pause before reacting. Breathe before speaking. Think before responding. Not every situation deserves your emotions. Sometimes the strongest move is staying calm while the world expects you to break. And if you can do that consistently, you become someone extremely difficult to stop. If this video connected with you, make sure to subscribe for more videos about discipline, mindset, psychology, and self-mastery. And remember, anyone can control themselves when life is easy. The real power appears when life gets hard, and you remain calm anyway.